name is Ambika. I'm coming to you from the Rivers Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Studio in Lawrence, Kansas. This is one of the wonderful places that I teach at weekly. And they were nice enough to let me use the studio to make some videos for my friends around the country. We're going to begin with just a short session I'm calling Yoga to Awaken. Something that you can do when you wake up in the morning or when you feel like you need to awaken. So maybe you've been sitting at your desk all day or you're real cold, any of those things, just to get you moving and in your body and out of your head. So the first thing I want to talk to you about is sitting. You want to make sure you have a good sitting posture, and support can be helpful. Even though I'm pretty flexible in my hips, I still like to have this support to lift my hips up so that my knees can relax down and my pelvis can move into the correct position without muscling it. So you want that pelvis to be tilting forward so the spine can be lined up. So you want to find the amount of support that you need for that. Maybe it's a blanket, maybe it's two, maybe it's a block. So go ahead and set that up. When you're ready, bring your hands to your knees. We'll turn the palms up because we are looking for more energy, and this is a way to invite some energy into the day. Go ahead and close your eyes. Start to turn your attention to your breath. Allowing this aligned seat to give you more access to your breath. Breathing all the way up to the collarbones without hardening in the neck or jaw. Exhaling completely while staying lifted through the crown of the head. Use this time to center yourself physically, feeling those bones stacked up to support you in this static pose. And to bring yourself into this moment mentally, coming out of your day, open to the sensations in your body. Bring the palms down. You can keep the eyes closed. Begin a seated cat-cow. So hands come to the knees, and as you inhale, draw the chest forward, turn your face up to the sky, arch your back. And as you exhale, bring the chin to the chest. Maybe hang from your knees, tucking your tail under, dropping the head down. Moving back and forth with the breath, letting the inhales open the front side, rocking forward with the pelvis. Exhales, opening the back side, rolling back on the pelvis. Follow your breath for 3 more rounds. Never really finishing the movement, just letting it roll into the other side as the breath turns. Once you finish that last round, coming to a neutral spine. And open the eyes gently. Extend your arms out to the side. Get really big in every direction. Pull the low ribs back. Mula Bandha is lifting at the pelvic floor. Take tailbone to pubic bone to tailbone. Draw the navel center back. With an inhale, float the arms up. You can look up through the thumbs. Exhale, bring hands to heart center. Press palms together firmly as elbows reach away. The next inhale, press palms together, let the shoulders stay down the back. And then as you exhale, bring the right hand down, bending over to the right. So make sure that that right hand's walking out far enough. You don't get stuck here. That's icky. You want to walk it out. And that might continue to walk out as you find more space. Also using that right hand to push your left hip back into the mat. Take one more big breath into your left ribs. Stay for the exhale to pull navel back. Inhale, coming up, fingertips touch. Again, repose, get big. Inhale, arms up, touching the palms together. Keep the shoulders soft. Exhale, hands down to heart center. Inhale, bring the palms up. And exhale, left arm comes down. Begin where you can reach and then maybe walk it out, bending the elbow, rooting your right hip back into the earth. Shoulders stay soft. It's always one you can think about. One more big breath into the right ribs, staying for the exhale. Inhale, come to center. Good. We come forward to hands and knees. So finding a tabletop position, you can move your support off to the side. Have it there for you. So that the shoulders are right over the wrists, the knees are right under the hips, feet are even, setting our poses well. On your inhale, let your head and tail move up into a cow pose. Then as you exhale, tuck your toes. Press your hips up and back through a deep knee bend to a shorter dog. Take a breath cycle here, breathing in, breathing out. And then inhale, come to hands and knees. Find your cow pose again. Head and tail move up. Tuck your tail under into cat pose and then take your hips back to your heels into a child's pose. Take a full breath cycle here. And coming forward to cow pose like you're slinking under a pole. Right? A little arch of the back. And then tuck the toes, belly to spine, down dog. And we'll go back and forth 3 times. Inhale, hands and knees, head and tail up. Exhale, navel to spine, press back to child's pose. Inhale, snake under the pole. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, hands and knees, opening up the front body, sliding the shoulder blades together. Exhale, navel to spine, push the hips back, keep the shoulders soft. Inhale, coming through. Exhale, down dog. One more round and we'll stay in child's pose. Inhale, hands and knees, head and tail up. This time toes together, knees wider, press back. Walking the hands out. You're using your hands to walk the torso forward and simultaneously push hips back to heels. Pull the low belly in. Check in with the tops of the shoulders. Inhale, lift your gaze, and then slide the right arm underneath the left one with the palm up over to the left side. Just a gentle little twist. Breathing deeply to pull the right scapula off of the spine. On your next inhale, lift the torso up, pull the right arm out. Switch sides, threading left arm through over to the right side. Next inhale, draw the left arm out. Come through the center. Drawing up to hands and knees, and we'll walk out to puppy pose. So keep the hips right over the knees and walk yourself out. Coming up onto fingerprints. Draw the navel center, and so especially if you're really flexible, you don't want to dump into the low back. Get those low ribs in and supported. Wrap the shoulder blades down the back. Breathe into your heart. And then walking the hands back underneath the shoulders. So reset, find your tabletop, and then one step forward with the hands. Make sure that the wrist creases are parallel to the front edges of the mat. Spread your fingers wide, tuck your toes into a longer hold of down dog. And pedal the feet one at a time, going slowly so you can get the most range of motion. Not worrying about where you're trying to go, just being right where you are and breathing. Your down dog, press firmly through the palms to make the heel of the hand light. Extend your elbows and relax your shoulders. Pull the navel back. Strengthen the legs. And looking forward, walk your feet towards your hands. Come to a standing forward bend with the feet hip distance. That's your 2 fists between your ankle bones. Then shift the weight forward. If you need blocks to reach the ground, please bring them in. Make sure that the weight is balanced on the feet. We tend to get the hips really far behind heels. Shift the weight so that the hips are right over heels so that the spine can pour out of the pelvis. You can take opposite elbows here if that's appropriate. Just following the breath. Again, awakening, seeing what needs a little more attention. Switch the cross of your arms. And gently sway from side to side if that feels good. Release your arms, bring your hands to your hips, elbows high. On an inhale, come all the way up, reaching the chest forward. Bring your big toes to touch. Doing some standing work here. Find your mountain pose. So I'm going to turn and face you. You can stay at the top edge of your mat. So hug those shin bones in towards the midline and press your thigh bones back. Do you see how that just brought my whole lower half connected? And then take the low ribs in and lift up through the crown of the head. Close your eyes. Find the 4 corners of your feet. So the base of the big toe, base of the pinky toe, inside, outside of heel. Reach the tailbone down to pull the navel center back. Open your eyes. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up, keeping the tailbone in. Interlace your hands into temple mudra. That's all fingers interlaced except for the pointer and the thumb. On your exhale, you'll bend to the right. Keep the tailbone moving in and reaching up through the fingertips. Next inhale, coming center. And to the left. Thigh bones are moving back. Inhale, coming center. Exhale, cactus your arms. Pull your shoulder blades down your back. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, bow forward. And you're at the top of your mat, facing the short edge. Inhale, come halfway up. This is the Ardha Uttanasana position. We're looking for the length in the spine. You're bringing your hands wherever you need to find that support. At some point, maybe fingertips are down. Again, balancing the hips over the heels. On your exhale, bow forward. Inhale, come up, reach arms out to the side, head forward, get really big, take lots of space. Exhale, hands back to heart center. Press into palms, inhale, bring the palms up. Temple mudra, switch the grip. So it'll be the awkward grip. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bending right. And making sure you watch your tailbone. Sometimes it likes to flare out and help. Bring it in. Inhale, coming center. Exhale to the left. Low ribs are in. Inhale, coming center. Exhale, cactus. Lifting the heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bow forward. Come to your halfway up position. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, hands come down. Step your left foot back, way far back, and bring the back knee down. So again, you can bring the hands to bricks here, if that's appropriate for you. Untuck the back toes. And then starting here, or maybe here, right, and pulling the belly back off of your right thigh. Right hip crease pulls back, left hip comes forward. Let's take hands up to the knee. And again, get those low ribs in. This is going to give you a better stretch through the front of your left hip, and that's what you're looking for here. And then maybe lift the arms up. And let's add a cactus, drawing shoulder blades together and down the back to lift the heart. Low ribs come in. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands come down. Move the blocks to the side. Step back to a plank pose, tucking the toes. Bring your knees down. Lower carefully to the ground, hugging elbows in. Tricep push-up. Good. Untuck the toes. Cobra pose. Squeeze elbows. Draw the heart forward. Exhale and bow. Press up through hands and knees. Inhale. Back to child's pose, just for a breath cycle, in and out. Inhale up to hands and knees. Exhale back, downward facing dog. One breath cycle. Bringing the toes together. Inhale your left leg up to three-legged dog. Exhale, hug the thigh in, step inside your left hand. You can always use that hand. Bring the back knee down, untuck the toes. Blocks if you need to bring the torso up. Bring hands to the thigh. Squaring the pelvis, left hip pulls back, right hip comes forward, low ribs come in. And then arms come up. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, cactus. Stay lifted through the chest, but bring shoulder blades down the back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down. Back foot forward. Tuck your back toes. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, bow. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Coming all the way up. Hands to heart. We'll add on. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, bow forward. Coming halfway up, lengthen your spine. Exhale, step your right foot back this time. Back knee comes down. Untuck your back toes. This time, take left hand to left thigh. Inhale, reach up through your right side body. And as you exhale, twist. Left elbow outside the right knee to stack palms. Or, if this feels like this, come up. Bring left hand to hip, right hand to the outside. Want to feel lifted and the chest open. Drawing shoulder blades together and down the back. Left hip moving away from the left armpit. Take one more full breath. Inhale, unwind, arms come up. Exhale, hands down. Stepping back to plank, moving through that same flow. Bring the knees down. Shoulder blades together on the spine as you lower. Untuck your toes, cobra pose. Inhale. Exhale, bow. Up through hands and knees, back to child's pose. One full breath cycle. Inhale, hands and knees. To down dog. Toes together. Inhale, right leg floats. Exhale to step all the way to that right hand. Back knee down. Right hand to the right thigh. Inhale, left arm lifts up. Twisting left elbow outside right knee. So once you get hooked in here, make sure you press the left elbow into the right knee. And the shoulder blades come together and down the back. Next inhale, unwind, arms up. Exhale, hands down. Back foot comes forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bow. Inhale, rise. And hands to heart center. Good, close your eyes. And with your eyes closed, shift your weight into your right foot. And bring just a modified tree pose. You're going to kickstand the left toes on the ground with the left heel at the right ankle. You can open your eyes to see if you're not sure and then close them. Notice what happens with your breath. Notice all that calibration that's happening. And then keep your eyes closed and switch over to the other side. And then place that foot down. Open your eyes. Whoa. Sometimes you find out patterns. So that was just a little bit of an awakening practice. You can add this to the more strength building practice that I'll be adding as well. And then maybe we'll have some undoing at the end of the practice. Please join me again. Thank you. Namaste.